Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be how to get a nose job using makeup. I have struggled a lot with my nose because I could not find the way to contour my nose correctly and just something that I loved. And now that I've done it correctly and I found a technique that worked for me, I literally cannot stop contouring my nose. I just want to contour it all the time. And I know you will feel the same way when you get your contour right. So if you are struggling with contouring your nose, then you need to keep watching this video. All you need is some simple products that you can find at drugstores or you might already have in your beauty collection. So if you want to know how to get a nice, thin, short nose, then just keep on watching. So right now I have foundation on my nose. That's all I have. I pretty much just wiped off the makeup from my nose because I just previously recorded a video. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my concealer. I'm using the Naked Skin from Urban Decay, which is my favorite concealer of all times. Honestly, this is so amazing. It never creases. I don't understand what it is. It's amazing. The application stick is great. And I just love this concealer. This is in Light Warm. I'm going to be placing a line down the sides and down the middle. This doesn't really matter because it's pretty much all going to blend together right now, but you just want to go ahead and blend this in. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC20, which is the same color as I used for my concealer. So this is just my highlight. And I'm going in with a G2 brush from Morphe and just setting all my highlight. So as you can see, this is what happens when you don't contour your nose and you have a thick nose. It's just going to look very flat and one dimension because you don't have any shadows that make it thinner. So this is what we're going to create using our bronzer. For this, my two favorite bronzers that I usually use are the Hoola from Benefit or the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil right here. I used to use the medium deep, but it just was much harder to blend in, and I feel like that's why I would get such a harsh contour on my nose sometimes. But I'm using the milk chocolate now, which I love, and you just want to make sure that whichever bronzer you use, it's matte and it's also a cool tone. You don't want anything that's red or orange because it's just going to make it look very artificial. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be using this sponge. This sponge is a lifesaver for this. This is the little technique that I learned. I was literally trying to figure out how to contour my nose one day, and I found this and I was like, let me try it. And I tried it and I fell in love with this. So I'm sure people have used this before. I'm not saying I created this, but this is just what worked so amazingly for me. So what you want to do is once you set your highlight on your nose, you want to grab the side that's flat, the short side, and you want to dip it into your bronzer. Then we're going to do one side at a time. You're going to look down and you're going to see how thin you really want your nose. So I want mine to be very thin. So I'm going to go down right here with the sponge and just slowly you want to just lay on top. If you just place the sponge on top of where you want it, it's going to automatically paint a line there. If you do have a long nose, you want to shade the bottom of it because that's going to help shorten it and kind of cut it off. So you want to just shade the bottom and then create a triangle down here just to make it appear pointier. What I like about this is that it helps you get that straight line. Sometimes other brushes, since you are using your own hand and if you don't have a steady hand, you can mess that up and then your nose is not going to look straight. But this just helps you get a perfectly straight line with just enough product on your sponge. and then transfer it to your nose, because if you put too much product, then your pores are going to come out and the makeup is just going to look really cakey on your face. So what you want to do is grab your blending brush, you go in to your bronzer, just tap off the excess, and what I like to do is start under my eyebrows. So you want to bring this curve in, starting at the eyebrow, and make the curves of the nose. So wherever the shadow would hit, you want to carve out. So once you create that, you want to keep dipping it just into a little bit of product, and then in circular motions you want to start blending away the line, but just keep it right on top of the line. You don't want to blend down towards the sides of your nose or down the middle, so just keep it right on top of the contour. Now you want to go back with your highlighting powder and just refine the sides. And then to make the nose look pointier, you can grab some more product and then you're going to draw a line about an inch off from your tip. And of course you want to blend this all in. You can go ahead and put some more of the setting powder, but what I like to do is grab a shade that is kind of like my foundation shade, and it's going to blend both of these together. This is a C4 MAC Studio Fix powder, and I just grab like a foundation brush and just tap this right on top. Now all you need is your favorite highlighter. For this I'm using Moonstone from Becca and a fan brush, and I'm just going to be putting some right on the tip, which brings the tip forward and then down the bridge of the nose.
Alright, so this wraps up our nose contouring video. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Let me know if it was, or what other kinds of videos you want to see similar to this. And until next time, I'll see you soon.